morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome about this new video on Absolver. Absolver. The new melee action combat fighting Dark Souls style / Tekken / Street Fighter / whatever you want really at this point PvP style game. After the first week positive response from players and tons of positive reviews on YouTube, I'm happy to present you the list of 5 things everybody likes in Absolver. Moving on! Next... Number 1. The Freedom. Completely opposite to For Honor in its single-player campaign, Absolver takes inspiration from Dark Souls, presenting a small but well and accurately designed open world in which the player can wander since the very beginning of the game with pretty much no restriction, with the only exception of the final section of the game that will remain locked until all the 6 bosses around the different areas of the world will be defeated. This is a great approach that gives the chance to the player to live the game experience in the way they choose to live it, with no predefined path and almost no restriction in what they can do and how they can do it and where they can go and whatever they want. In the areas you will visit, you can also encounter other players that are going through the game just like you are doing. And you can choose to fight them or team up with them to defeat your enemies. Also, the multiplayer system is designed to make sure there are no more than 3 players in the same area at once, and that is a really nice and needed touch in my opinion, considering the game design and the amount of enemies per area. Having 10 or 20 players in the same area will ruin the experience. Just imagine an army of players storming through an area destroying everything that moves. The game will just be too crowded and the fights will be too easy and very messy. Number 2. The Peace. In the first few days of the game, a lot of people on the internet complain that there are no many soundtracks in this game, and that's true. There are a few soundtracks here and there, especially when you get caught in a tough fight and the tension rise, but for the most part the game is quiet. I remember that at the start of the game, me too, I could not understand why it was so quiet, but after a week playing it, I can totally say that the game will probably be worse with music on all the time. Absolver is a fighting game, it's true, but it's not like other games when you are the good guy and fight for defeat the evil and you kill your enemies because you have to. In Absolver, there's a deep sense of peace in the world around you, this ancient forgotten city in which prospector goes for train their strength and skills and finally become Absolvers. It's most like the time has stopped there. If you take a moment going around for the lost city, you will find out that there aren't evil monsters or ferocious animals around waiting to kill you, only other prospects went there before you for your same reason. And if you think for a moment, that suits perfectly with the game theme. Martial arts, after all, are not for injuring other people, they are all about finding your interior peace. Number 3. The artworks. I played many games in my life and each one of them feels different under this aspect. Nowadays the companies push a lot on the graphic engines, making the majority of the games look amazingly similar to movies. However, sometimes a gem shines through the others. This game has an exquisite artwork. Midway to a cartoon and an old PS1 game like can be Crash Bandicoot, without losing its purpose to look realistic on its combat. It's singular and really cares about details like the small grass here and there and the snow that you can see out of the window in the main menu, made of small little triangles. It's nice to see and nice to play. Number 4. Personalization. Starting from personalize the button input, which is something that in some of the other big games is surprisingly not possible to do, Absolver is unique under this aspect. With so many different pieces of equipment gives you the freedom to dress wherever you prefer, and also it will be very difficult, if not almost impossible, to find someone else dressed exactly like you because the combination between the different pieces are just too many. Personalization is a big part of the game and is not only something related to aesthetic. In fact, you can personalize the way you fight, and not just by picking up some different weapons or armors, but by deciding every single move your character can make during the fights in the combat deck building section. You can be fast and land multiple hits on your opponents at the price of dealing less damage, or having much more slower fighting style, doing a lot of damage all at once. Or even try to mix the two things to find the perfect balance best suitable for you, making your fighting style different to every other and unique only to you. It makes it feel yours under every single aspect in a way that no other game has done it before. Number 5. PvP. Even though the PvP Online for now features only 1v1 combat and some server connectivity issues, overall is a balanced experience. It's difficult to find someone that destroys you in a combat just because they have stronger moves. Every move in this game is in a way or another counterable. Also, there are no overpowered moves that are far way better than others, and every character is able to learn and perform every single move of the game. This, with the fact that you can make your own combat deck, doesn't make you feel frustrated when you lose. Probably your enemy was just more skilled and fought better, or they built their combat deck better than you did. Who knows? But doesn't make you blame the game because, oh, that weapon is just too OP, or you just need to spam that move over and over because it's unparryable. It has a very deep and long learning curve that looks like to be reachable from everybody with the right amount of time and practice. Absolver is a great game, unique under many aspects even if it's a bit too short, but for its price offers an enjoyable and good experience. I personally will continue to playing it, and I would suggest anyone to give it a shot and try it at least, cause for sure it deserves it. Even more now that you got my list of 5 things everybody likes in Absolver. If I missed something, please let me know in the comment section below. Also leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, because it makes me happy. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Feel the rainbow!